How good was it to hear that the injury was minor?
Yes, very, very good. We're very happy about it. So, best case scenario, dodged a bullet there, and, really excited about this being a short-term thing. So, day-to-day right now, good day-to-day, and we'll see how I'm doing tomorrow, and we'll make the right call for tomorrow on my availability.
What can you do right now in terms of swinging the bat or whatever?
So right now, we didn't swing the bat today. We got on anti-inflammatories and modalities today in order to help it along. And right now, just treating symptoms. And hopefully, we'll be in a good place tomorrow and be able to swing the bat and throw and do everything tomorrow.
But in your mind, this is just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, very, very minor. It's hard for me to say right now, just because I do feel very good right now. But we did give it a day away from throwing and hitting, so I'm very excited for tomorrow. But I also don't want to tell you guys like, hey, I'm in there, because we didn't get to test it out today. As far as wanted to give it 24 hours to rest and get the modalities on it and some anti-inflammatories, because I did jam the shoulder, but it's not something I'm hoping is very serious. It's great MRI, and honestly, like I said in the beginning, like dodged a bullet, and I'm very, very happy about that right now.
How concerned were you going in?
I was a little bit concerned. I will say, last night I sent a text to my trainer and said, hey, I'm feeling pretty optimistic about this because it hasn't gotten worse. And, I remember last year with the AC joint, it did get worse, as the day progressed. And so I texted him last night and I just said, hey, I'm trying to not get too excited here, but I feel good. And I think, I think we might have dodged a bullet here. And so to have the MRI confirm that just makes me really happy.
So you basically just jammed it on impact coming down from that catch?
Yep. Just jarred it around. You've got your ball and socket in the joint, and get it jammed around in there. It can clip a few things and kind of causing some inflammation in there. And then I think the swing was kind of the body guarding it, and that's why we got the sharp little sting on the backswing of that one. But it happens. Little things happen throughout the year, and I'm glad it's a little thing right now.
You mentioned last night that the area was feeling kind of dead.
Yes.
Is that still feeling
No,
better?
it's feeling much better today, and was able to go through all of my modalities and all my exercises today. So very encouraged by it, and we'll get some rest tonight and come back tomorrow and see how it is after all of that.
Was that feeling gone when you just woke up this morning? Or?
It was gone to an extent as the day went on. And then, when we got it heated up and we did all the modalities and everything, got it, really good to go. It was feeling much better. So, very excited about that. But again, like I said, kind of in a wait and see mode, with, rest tonight and see how it is tomorrow. But with how things went today, I'm very, very hopeful for tomorrow.
Particularly disappointed coming at a time when your bat was heating up again?
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. But, one off day happens all the time. Start having 2, 3, 4, those kind of add up. So my hope is to be as quick as possible, and just be able to, kind of help these guys however I can again. It happens, and we'll get back into it quickly. Like I said, I hope to swing tomorrow and get right back into it.
You mentioned not swinging a bat. Were you able to throw a ball? Did you try throwing?
No, there was no throwing or swinging today. We felt it best to take the day off from that and then do that tomorrow. And we'll go ahead and test everything out tomorrow.
All right. Nice relief when you see Alvarez's ball leave the yard. That was pretty rough. 4 or 5 innings for you guys there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely it was a roller coaster of a game. But, Alvy, he lives for those moments, and he's a really special kind of player. And, I know things haven't been going as well as he would love, but that doesn't mean anything to him in those situations. He just needs that one time, and he always looks for it. So just unbelievable. I'm so happy for him. Couldn't have happened to a better guy, and like I said, he lives for those moments. So, huge for the team, huge for Alvy, and we'll hope to build on that tomorrow.
Carlos called this one of your best outings. How'd you feel?
Yeah, it felt good. Felt like Alvy and I had a good plan, and we were able to execute it. And we were able to kind of just go right after them and stay on that offensive attack.
Talk about the balk, and did it affect you when you gave up the home run at the next at bat?
Yeah, it's just it didn't feel like a super long time. It was in between hitters, and when I came up, I saw the clock was low, and that's my fault. I should have stepped off and been able to kind of reset the clock, and so that one's on me. And then I threw a fastball on the balk down in the zone, and we should have switched to something else. I think he saw that, and then we threw a sinker right after that, and he was able to hit it out.
How good was it to see Albie hit that home run?
Awesome.
Where were you?
I was in here. Yeah, I was in here, and we had it on, and so it was fun to watch. And he works his butt off, and I'm glad it worked out for him tonight.
Particularly special coming from your catcher to have the game-winning home run?
Absolutely. Yeah, we battled all night, and it was a lot of fun to work with him. And like I said, he works his butt off, and so to see him be the one to end it tonight was special.
What worked well for you the last 4 starts?
I think just talking with our guys and making sure that we have our plan in order, and then when game time comes, just go out and execute. Be able to execute all my pitches and learn from the previous start, get better for the next one, and just continue to go forward and give this team a chance to win every time I get the ball.
What were you able to do to limit the walks tonight?
Yeah, I think it was just be in the zone, attack and execute, and just trust my stuff, trust the defense, trust Albie, and just be aggressive with attacking the zone and go after those guys.
Do you feel an extra significance to the games now as we get down the stretch of the last quarter of the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously that perspective of where are we in, are we out, and I don't think we're really focused on that. I think we're focused on the game today, and tomorrow we'll be focused on beating the Orioles, and we're taking it one day at a time, one pitch at a time, and controlling what we can control, and focus on what's in front of us today, and let the cards settle how they do.
Is that about as good as your arsenal? All of your pitches have felt this season, kind of being able to go to kind of any pitch in any count.
Yeah, I felt very consistent with all my pitches tonight, and I felt like I could throw anything at any time, and like I said, trusting the defense, trusting Albie, and just being aggressive with my stuff and going after guys.
He's always a pretty confident kid, Carlos. Do you think he kind of needed that, just the way the season had been going for him lately?
Yeah, 100%. It's been hard for him. 22 years old, struggling at the big league level, and I've been saying it. He cares so much and he wants to win. And at times when we're struggling offensively as a team, like he feels like he's responsible, and he's got a lot on his plate. With taking care of pitching staff and things like that. But the homer, the impact. I like the at bats as of late, but for him to finally hit one out of the ballpark, it's been a while. In that situation, to give us a win, happy for him.
Mike.
Just the way this thing had gone all night, you guys had control there, and then a couple of freak things there in that last inning with Peterson. Just to come away with the victory, how gratifying is this, and especially when you look at this stretch of games you just started playing?
Yeah, he was good. I thought Petey was really good. Like, he's been good for us, but probably today was one of his best outing in terms of the misses today. They were close pitches. They weren't, non-competitive pitches. And the conviction, the fastball, the way he used all of his pitches, he stayed always on the attack. And that's a good hitting team right there. And he was just went right after. And then, in that seventh, leadoff double, and then he gets a ground ball, gets a strikeout, and the balk happens. And, and then before you know it, they tie the game with a homer. But, again, I thought today was probably his best outing of the year, and he's been very good for us.
Were you going to come back with Diaz for the 10th?
No.
Dan.
What was the balk? Did they call that on Alvarez or?
Yeah, no, it was the pitch clock was coming down, so he didn't stop. So instead of step off, and just he decided to make a pitch, but the clock was coming down to 0. So all he needed to do was just step off, and he decided to make a pitch and didn't stop.
Carlos, you mentioned how much Francisco Alvarez wants to contribute for the lineup. If he could build off of this, how critical is that for you?
He's critical. It's important. It's huge. We've been talking about some of these guys that it's been hard for them. They're going through stretches where it's not easy. Nimmo, one of them, and then for him to hit a couple of homers the past couple of days, and Alvarez is the other one. The at bats, they've been better, but we haven't seen that impact in games. And for us to see it today, it's gonna be huge because when you have a guy like that going, hit him in the bottom of your lineup. We talk about how deep our lineup is, but we need these guys to get going. And as a hitter, when you get a hold of one like that, it can get you back on track. So hopefully that's the case here.
Manny.
Just out of curiosity, leading up to that big hit, he'd been struggling a bit at the plate. What have you been seeing? What were you seeing from him, and kind of what did he do right in that at bat?
Well, I mean, when you're struggling, there's a lot of different things going on. Whether it's you're not on time, you're you're going to be chasing because you're not recognizing pitches, and then when you do get your pitches, you're going to be late and you're going to be missing them. Today, in the past couple of games, I feel the timing is getting better. He's shorter to the ball. He's controlling the strike zone a little bit better, even though there's some chase there at times. And then just today, staying up the middle, 3-0 against a pretty good fastball. And for him, like I said, not only staying short, but getting the head out is a good feeling. It's a good sign.
Had he been saying anything about his finger before this? No.
Health-wise, he's fine. He wants. We got to pull him back at times because he wants to keep going all the time. So,
Anthony.
Carlos, when you got the chance to talk to Nimmo, how's he feeling? Was he an option for you tonight?
He came in. He was a pinch runner for me today. I wasn't gonna let him swing the bat or throw because he's a right shoulder, but feeling good. So we'll see what we got tomorrow. So it's a day-to-day. See if he wakes up tomorrow and feels like he could go, then he'll be in there.
Jerry.
I think Jose got up in the 7th behind Peterson. What was your plan to use him for more than 3 outs, or was he always going to be an 8th inning guy for you tonight?
No, look, he was. I got him up, in case I needed him in the 7th. But I thought, leadoff double, but then he got a ground ball, struck out. I was like, I wanted that matchup, the Peterson Urias, knowing that they had a couple of lefties off the bench. So, in the way Peterson was throwing the ball, that was the decision there. So, but no, he wasn't limited.
Ed.
Thanks. Carlos, do you think that that Peterson was rattled by the balk and then gave up the homer?
Maybe, I don't know. But again, like the velo was there. It happened fast, right? Because I think it was the very next pitch. So sinker, and Urias got him. So I don't know. You're probably going to have to ask him.